What is going on? Today we are talking about Ethereum 2.0, how it's going to go to $10,000 a coin and how you and I can benefit from that. And we have to understand all of this nonsense that's going on because my little lizard brain can't make sense of it, and so I'm just trying to regurgitate and tell it to you like I'm telling it to me. It's just like another lizard crypto cowboy just finding something and just giving it to you. And so here are my thoughts. If of course you are new to this channel, my name is Aaron and I am on a brand new crypto investor adventure. I started in December, and so I'm just exploring the wild west that is cryptocurrency, and like I'm learning a ton of new stuff. And today is one of those big brain, little lizard brain trying to reach for the big brain, little tinfoil hat on. And so if you want to follow along in my journey, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. Hit the notification bell for any new videos to stay up to date. And of course, if you are feeling like a generous person, I would ask for you to hit subscribe button or the like button because only because you're a generous person, you're feeling particularly generous on this video today. Okay, so let's talk about Ethereum, the big boy, big daddy. A lot of people think that it's gonna there's a flipping happening that's gonna overtake Bitcoin. A lot of people think that Ethereum is gonna go to 10,000. I happen to believe that in the future, of course. So we're gonna have to think about, like, when is that possible? So of course today, right now, Ethereum is trading at $2,500 and it's at a dip. And so, I personally think this might be a good time to buy, unless because everything's trading under the 200-day moving average, which is like the average trading line for the whole market. Everything's trading under there. So I'm not sure. I'm not a financial investor. I'm just a cowboy, so don't sue me, okay? But I am planning to buy more Ethereum as I get more money, and I could put that away if it stays at this price. Now, let me give you the price predictions for a lot of people, actually. So I don't know if you knew this, but CoinMarketCap, I just found this out, right? CoinMarketCap gives price estimates, so people can predict what the price estimate would be given any one of these days, and then CoinMarketCap takes all those predictions and gives it a median range or an average. And so in 2 days, it'll most likely be $2,900. It's right now $2,500, so we'll see an increase of $400. That's what a lot of people think. We'll see if that's true. I think that could happen. I'm not I'm just a cowboy, all right? I'm not a financial advisor. I do think that if we keep going through here, this is October 31st. We see it at $5,000. This is the average price where people think that it's going to be at. You get some crazies saying it's going to be like 20,000 by this date. I just don't think so. But this is what's interesting, right? So we see people moving along in the charts, and of course, the further out it goes, the more spread the predictions are. And it looks like to be about 20%, maybe a little less. People think that it's going to be over $8,000. If you guys can see that. So I happen to believe them. I'm not sure if it'll take October. I think it'll take all the way to December. I don't think we're out of this bull market yet. It's hard to see this when we're in currently what is a bear trend, or like a declining trend of in the market. So that's particularly troublesome. And how we're gonna get there is because Ethereum has a lot of catalytic things that are in store for Ethereum, and we're going to talk about those because we have to understand Ethereum and what it's seeking to accomplish in order to see how the price will move up, in order to see how much you and I will make. Okay, you and I are cowboys. We're in this wild west of crypto universe, and we just need to make sense of things, at least at a base level. And so I'm going to talk about what Ethereum is going to be doing. If you just came here for the price prediction, no problem. But if you want to seek to try to understand at like the base level, this is not like technical. I'm not going to use technical words. I'm actually just going to draw stick figures. Okay, so that's how this little lizard brain thinks. I have a lizard brain with gorilla arms and diamond hands, and so this is just how I learned. So if you want the technical stuff, I spent 4 hours last night kind of doing just research and watching all these videos and compressing all that information and regurgitating it to you. So here we go. I'm going to bring up my iPad here, and the first thing we're going to talk about is why is the use applications for Ethereum, and it's this word called Dapps, and Dapps are basically applications where developers go onto the blockchain and make these things. So I got to bring it back out here. So there are like services or like cool businesses that do business on Ethereum, on the Ethereum blockchain. And so these are the current industries in finance, NFTs or art and collectibles, gaming and technology. And so you see things like Uniswap or Augur, which are prediction markets. People, it's like basically betting. And there's like a ton of these. Zapper is one of those things that I use for whale watching. And so there's a whole bunch of applications just in finance. If you go to art, you'll see that there's like OpenSea, one of the biggest NFT markets, and Rarible, something I just minted. CryptoPunks is on here. And so, and you know, this music and art and fashion. We're looking at gaming. There, you know, I'm a gamer, and so at least a former gamer, and so there are all these gamers, even Decentraland, this whole huge virtual world, all on Ethereum, and a technology. Of course, there's like Brave and Golem. I'm not as familiar with these, but I'm just looking to say, hey, you've got all these applications here. You've got all these other businesses building their projects on the Ethereum network, and every single one of those applications have hundreds, if not thousands, of transactions. So Ethereum is handling the transactions of all these different applications all at the same time. It would be as if there was one person handling all the payments for like a strip mall, like all, and it's even more of that. It's kind of crazy to think about, because there are all these applications or handling transactions, exchanging coins and tokens and all this stuff, and it's like being stressed out. It's like overloading your computer and stressing it out, and so that slows everything down. It slows everything down. And so what we have to understand is something called the trilemma, okay, in blockchain. And Vitalik Buterin, he said this, that it's a balance between three aspects: scalability and security, and of course decentralized. Something that's decentralized. So basically decentralized, there's not one locus of power. Security, meaning that it's unhackable, and scalability, meaning the ability to handle a lot of transactions. And scalability also relates to speed, okay? So that's why Uniswap, yeah, Uniswappy, yeah, for sure. It's so slow and it's high gas fees, because there's all these transactions that are happening consistently for Uniswap, and it's just incredibly slow and incredibly taxing for us as, you know, investors or whatever. So there's basically something that we have to, that's the trilemma we have to understand. And so Ethereum 2.0 is coming out trying to solve that scalability problem, that top S, right? That top S on the triangle. And they're moving from something called proof of work to proof of stake, okay? And this is a little bit technical, but it's not really that complicated. If this little lizard brain can understand it, then you can understand it for sure. Proof of work means that there are people, so like, say there's a problem here. Let's just say this is one big problem that we have to solve. And if you solve that problem, you get awarded Ethereum. Okay, well, not that doesn't. That's an ugly sign. Anyway, you get awarded Ethereum. Now, for instance, there is proof of work, which means that there are miners with these computers who, you know, race to solve this problem. They're trying to race to solve that problem. And so someone with a computer will try to race to now what's happening is they're coming up with mining farms, which are just like humongous rooms and stuff like that, rigs of trying to find and mine this one problem. And it's a race, and whoever gets that problem first, whoever finds the solution to that problem, then they get the money. Okay, that's proof of work. The problem with that is that, you know, it's very costly to the environment. That's what everyone is, you know, concerned about. All the energy costs and all that stuff, and it's still very, very, very slow. Now, what they're doing is moving to proof of stake, and so what this means is that there are people, regular people, you and me, who don't have like these huge mining rooms like these big nerds do. We're just cowboys, and we're just trying to make a little money and make a little living. And so what ends up happening is that proof of stake asks for let's say like a deposit of, let's say, 32 Ethereum. That's 32 Ethereum. And it randomly selects like who is going to do this deposit. It could be you, It could be me, okay? It could be any of us. And it's just a random selection. But the problem is, or the solution is that if it selects me, I have to donate my 32 ETH. Then I have the ability to solve that problem. If I get it correct, I get the money, right? I get this money. If I get it wrong, I lose this money. And that's proof of stake. And it's the difference between if you're thinking like proof of work and proof of stake, it's the difference between if you are, just a miner and if you're working from your 9 to 5 versus if you are co-owner of a business, and then you're like on the board. And so the more you're right and the more you're correct, the more money you make. Okay, this one you can be wrong all the time and it doesn't matter. It's just you have to be fast and have like a huge advantage. Now this is good. Proof of stake is better because you could just use a laptop, right? I could do this if I wanted to. Anyone could really do this if they wanted to. You don't have to have this huge room of these little nerdy computers and spend thousands if not millions of dollars on that. So that's the first way. They're moving from proof of work to proof of stake. That's very, very, very important to understand. The second thing to understand is something called beacon chain and the shard chain. And so here's what that means. Let's pretend this is you, right? And you could handle 4, problems or transactions at a time. A shard chain comes alongside of you and it's like a little assistant. And it takes the load off, and so you could handle more transactions than you would by yourself. So say this is you, and this is me, and I'm just handling 4 transactions. Now, if it's just me without my little assistants, I call them like little shardies, then I'm only handling 4 transactions. If it's you with your little shardies, you're handling 4, 8, 12, 16. Okay. The difference here is that we are moving in Ethereum. They're moving to like 100,000 transactions per second, where it's probably right now like 15 or some nonsense. I don't know the exact numbers, but that's how it's working. So they're adding like these little assistants to all these beacons so that we could add more transactions. And then of course that scalability goes up and the speed goes up and the gas fees come down. And that's what it all means. That we are moving to a better, faster, cheaper version of Ethereum and more accessible to a whole bunch more people. So is Ethereum dead? No. Go ahead and check out a video and links in the description or whatever. I don't think it's dead. I think Cardano's up and coming. I like Cardano a lot, but Ethereum is coming to play, especially in 2020. So can it really go to $10,000 a coin? I really think so, especially the way this market is happening. Of course, I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just a cowboy, so don't sue me. If you want to follow along with my thoughts on my journey, if this made sense to you, if you like these type of videos, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. Comment in the in the comment section. Let me know. I'm trying to get rid of these scammers. You got to get rid of these scammers. If they're trying to contact you through WhatsApp or whatever, please don't contact them. Just report them and stuff like that. If you want to hit the notification bell for new videos, and of course, if you're feeling generous, like a generous person today, go ahead and give me a thumbs up on these videos. Thank you so much for watching my thoughts. These are little silly lizard brain thoughts, and I'll talk to you on the moon.